that we need all the inspiration and motivation we can get. And so today I thought I would speak to you for just a few minutes. I'm only going to spend a short time. I could go on and on, but I'm going to spend a short time to speak to you on a subject that's very dear to my heart. It's dear to my heart because in our media culture, it is so obvious to me that the impact of television and computers and iPhones and so on, we have converted so much of our society into being, in one word, spectators. By that I mean, you can go to a ball game, go to a political event, go to a church service, go almost anywhere you go, you see so many people watching and so few people doing. I have an office in Square One, and at any given time, even as we speak now, if you were to go into Square One, you would see hundreds of people, especially young people, literally just walking around the mall. Just walking and observing. If you were to go to many homes as we speak, there'll be perhaps millions of people in North America right now who are sitting, watching television. If you go tonight to any major sports arena, you will see thousands of people up in the stands, while a few people are down playing the sport. Our society has become a society of spectators. So many people are living their lives vicariously. By that I mean they need to get a life of their own. And what I want to do today is to simply share with you a paradigm that means so much to me. Because many years ago, I came to realize that you really don't have to stay in the stands. Anybody, in fact everybody, is invited to come down onto the center field, onto center stage, and be the star of their own show. I'm 62 years old, believe it or not. 53 years ago, when I was 9 years old. Are you ready for this? I was 9 years old. I went to the headmaster of my school and I asked him if I could borrow the use of the playing field for a Saturday afternoon. And he said yes. I got all my friends to enlist and I was going to stage my own athletic sports meeting. I went around town and asked businesses to contribute prizes for the winners of the events. And I staged my own athletic sports meeting. I was 9 years old. When I was 11, I decided at age 11 that I did not like the newspapers in my community. So I decided at age 11 I was going to write my own newspaper. 51 years ago, I can remember the title of the newspaper. It was called Spotlight. I took foolscap paper, large 8.5 by 17 sheets of paper, and I hand wrote my own newspaper. I spent my weekend writing my newspaper, and Monday morning I showed up and I was giving out my newspaper. I was 11 years old. Excuse me. I didn't tell you that to impress you with me. I told you that to tell you that I have a strong passion for people to take their lives under their own control. So that instead of watching from the stands, they come down onto the center stage of their own lives and start to live the life they choose for themselves. You could be black or white. You could be young or old. You could live in the city, in the country. You could have, you could wear stocking and tie. You could wear African garb. I don't care about the details. What I do care about is this: that each individual that God made, He intended for them to live a life, not to watch people living their lives. And so many people today are stuck in the stands watching. Academy Awards, would you believe this? 1 billion people sit at home watching the stars get their awards. 1 billion people. Do you know the truth? I don't think I've ever watched the Academy Awards. Why would I do that? Has nothing to do with me. Nothing. I find it hard to go to a ball game because while I'm sitting watching the stars, I want to get up and go play basketball. I want to get up and go and play hockey because I just don't make a good spectator. Everybody with me? Yes. I'm here today to share with you this gem, that everybody who chooses could get up and take 10 simple steps down to the center field. Step number 1 is to know your game. Everybody has a game. There's something that's calling at you to excel. It's got hold of you and trying to draw you out, to get you involved, to bring out the best in you. It's your game. And if you're going to get onto the center stage of your own life, you've got to know what your game is. Michael Jordan, I'm sure all of us are old enough to know who Michael Jordan is. Michael Jordan, 4 times NBA All-Star, MVP. And after he done almost everything there is to do in basketball, decided he was going to play baseball. Was a disaster. He left basketball, he tried in the minor leagues. He couldn't catch, he couldn't run, he couldn't throw. He tried baseball, he was useless. So after 2 seasons of fooling around with baseball, he realized, no, this ain't for me. I'm going back to basketball. He went back to Chicago Bulls, and his first year back revolutionized the NBA and won the championship again, because that's his game. Everybody with me? Every single person in this room has a game. There's something about you that makes you unique, and there's something that's calling you, that say, come, come, and be a star. But you gotta know what it is. So I hope on your way home, those of you who are driving, I hope when you look in the rearview mirror, those of you who don't drive when you get home and you go in the bathroom, I hope when you look in the mirror, you hear yourself talking back at you. And what I want you to hear is this: what's your game? What's your game? What's your game? What's taking hold of you with a passion? Everybody needs a game. Everybody needs something where they are the key star. I used to hate looking at the Olympics. You know why? When I watched the Olympics, the excitement when people got the gold medal and tears rolled down their cheeks, I used to envy them. I used to say, how come they are getting the gold medal and look at me? Until one day I realized, hey, everybody pay attention. One day I realized that I don't have to go to the Olympics. I don't have to watch the Olympics, because I could make my own Olympics. And in my Olympics, I choose to be the star. I choose to be the audience. I choose to stand up and clap. I choose to own gold medal. Everybody with me? Each of us could have our own Olympics. If
If we choose our game, discover something about ourselves that we really love, something we love to be, something we want to become, something we want to do, something we want to have, and you go for it. When you get it, that's your goal. Step number 2, you must know your game. Number 2, you must learn the rules. Every game has rules. You better learn to play by the rules. You can't make a game your way and create your own rules. Some people want it easy and cheap. I asked one of my patients this morning, how many years do you think I was in school, in university? Excuse me. I asked my patient this morning, how many years do you think I was in university? She said, 5. I said, 7. I said, try 14. And she almost fainted. You can't wake up one morning with degrees behind your name. You don't just suddenly become the president of a company. You don't just suddenly become anything worth becoming. It's a process. And you learn the discipline of following the rules. So some things you study, some things you work hard, some things you make connections, some things you travel, some things you invest, or whatever the rules are, get the rules down pat. And there's one rule that's most important. Do you know what it is? What's the most important rule? It's called the golden rule. The golden rule, treating people as you choose to be treated. Whatever your game, the golden rule will get you all the way. Step number 3, know your game, learn the rules, get your gear. Get your gear. There are some things you need to succeed in life. Every young person needs access to a computer. Every businessman needs contacts. Every doctor needs a bag. Every teacher needs chalk. Whatever it is you're doing, the things you need, get your gear. The last thing you want to do is to be in a business where you don't have what you need. So go out and find it and get it. Know your game, learn the rules, get your gear. Number 4, go to the park. You can't stay home and hit home runs. You can't do surgery when you're in your bed. You have to go to the park, go where the action is, go where it's happening. And as you begin to explore your game, go where the action is. Number 5, find a coach. As soon as you're at the park, find somebody who knows the game very well and believes in you.